Hello, boys and girls. Back again for another virtual music lesson. Hi, I'm Mr. Stubbins. Alright, so what we're going to learn about today, we're going to talk about the composer named Mozart. Everyone say Mozart. Mozart. Awesome job, imaginary class. Alright, so Mozart spelled M. Oh, my markers are running out. O-Z-A-R-T. Oh, lovely. My marker's running out of ink. Mozart. All right, he was born in the year 1756. 1756. Write that year down. I'll say it again. 1756. Now, in just a brief moment, we're going to switch into history, American history. During 1756, we started our American Revolution. All right, that's when America gained their independence from Britain. Now, it wasn't this year, but it was in 1776, July 4th, 1776, because that's why we celebrate the 4th of July. That's why we shoot off fireworks on the 4th of July. That's when we gained our independence from Great Britain. Mozart, our new composer, Mozart, that's why we're talking about it, because he was alive during that time. He was alive during the American Revolution. He was 20 years old. Mozart was 20 years old when we started the American Revolution. Alright, boom. And then we gained our independence from Britain. Mozart was 20. Alright, so write this date down, the date he was born. Alright, 1756. Now, 35 years later is when he passed away. So he died when he was only 35 years old. Very young, one of the greatest composers of all time. Alright, now, as he grew up, alright, he was a child prodigy. He had a father named Leopold, a mother named Anna Maria Mozart, and a sister named Nannerl. Alright, Nannerl and Mozart actually went on a tour together around Europe to play music at the age of 6. Mozart was 6 years old when he went on tour with his sister. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. Got ahead of myself. Mozart started playing the piano at the age of 4. How old was Mozart when he started playing the piano? 4. Awesome job, class. 4 years old. Write that down. Alright? 4 years old, playing the piano. Playing piano. That's when he started. Alright? 4 years old, started playing piano. And then 6 years old, he started going around Europe playing for kings and queens. Alright? 6 years old, playing for kings and queens. Wrote it down for you. 4 years old, started playing piano. 6 years old, started playing for kings and queens. Now, at 8 years old, he wrote his first symphony ever. That is a great accomplishment for anyone of any age, but he did it at 8 years old. Mozart was a child prodigy. That just means he was destined to be great at music. 8 years old, started writing his own symphony. So if you have a piece of paper, I want you to be writing this down. I want you to write the date of his birth, 1756. If you haven't done that, do it now. You can say born, 1756. Alright? 4 years old. That's the next thing you write. 4 years old. Playing piano. Boom, that's when he started. Alright? 6 years old. Playing for kings and queens. That's when he started going around Europe, touring with his father and his sister, and they went and played for all the kings and queens throughout Europe. Alright, 8 years old, he wrote his first symphony. Now, I forgot to mention this again. You don't have to write this part, but make sure you get all the ages and the date. Alright? He was born in Salzburg, Austria. That's a country next to Germany. Salzburg, Austria. What country was he born in, boys and girls? Awesome job. Yeah. Alright. Salzburg, Austria. All right, moving on. We're going to fast forward a little bit further into when he was 26. So by the time he's 26, America is a brand new country. We have 4 years of our independence. No, 6 years. I can't count. 6 years of independence. Boom. Mozart is 26 years old. 26 years old. He got married. You can write 26, got married. Boom. He got married to a woman named Constanza Weber. Now it's spelled with the W, E-B-E-R. That's her last name. Weber, but when it's a German name, you pronounce the W's as a V. So it's Weber. Alright. 26-year-old, he got married.
May I have your attention, please, for announcements? I have several names that I'm going to call out for it to come get something to take home. Kayshawn Morgan, Amari Weston, Kenzie Osborne, Eric Watts, Kinsley Pollock, Dalen Peterson, Janora King, Kobe Marshall, Marley Heron, Thomas Flamia, Kamari Fisher, Lana Cruz, Ashari Coleman, Braylon McDowell, and also bus notes are ready.
Boom, if that was one of your names, go to the office. Haha, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Next. Alright, he was 26, he got married to Constanza Weber. Alright, moving on. Alright, now, his dad did not approve. He was like, no, you cannot marry her. How dare you, son? And he's like, Dad, I'm going to do what I want because I love her. And then they got married. They had 6 kids. Boom. Now, here's the big issue with Mozart. He loved spending his money. All right? That was one of his biggest issues. He loved spending his money. So as soon as he got paid, he would spend it. And that caused trouble later on in life. All right? Even though they were both a happy couple, Mozart spent his money so fast he could never get her flowers. He was always going out to eating pizza, and doing whatever he wanted with his money. Real quick. And he also had trouble getting paid. Like, he could find jobs. He would always have a gig to play, which is just a musical performance. He always had performances, and then he would just spend the money as soon as he got it, before he could even, pay his light bill. Now, that's pretty much it. That's the financial issue with Mozart. He loved to spend his money, and he had a hard time getting paid for his work. All right, you don't have to write that down. Just like I said, the date, these numbers with what happened. 4 years old, playing piano. 6 years old, playing for Kings and Queens. 8 years old, he wrote his first symphony, and then 26 years old, he got married. And then by the age of 35, he passed away. All right, now part of that is because I feel like he couldn't afford to go to the hospital because he spent all his money. All right, so make sure you save your money, boys and girls, so that way if you break your leg later on in life, you can pay for it. All right, unlike Mozart, who couldn't pay for the hospital bill. All right, and then he got sick for 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, he wrote one of his most important pieces of music ever. It's called Mozart's Requiem. All right, it's spelled I'll spell it up here, R-E-Q-U-E-I-M. That is not an M. Requiem. I think that's how it's spelled. The I and the E might be switched, but we're going to keep on going. Requiem. Mozart's Requiem. All right, and the thing about that piece of music, all right, is that he was dying when he wrote it. And his quote was, I fear that I'm writing my own requiem for myself. Now, what is a requiem, boys and girls? I'll tell you what a requiem is. Okay, so a requiem is like a piece of music for a funeral. And he wrote it for himself. Boom. Sad, I know. All right. Now, that's a lot to take in. I'll have some links to all the videos I want you to watch. You don't have to take notes on them. You can tell me why you like them or why you don't like them, and that'll be fine. If you don't like the pieces, good for you. If you do, good for you. Tell me why. Okay? So I want you to write this down. Why do you like the pieces of music that I put in your assignment? Yeah, sorry. It's the end of the day. As you can tell, the bell rang. Alright? So I got one more thing to do before we stop. I got a rap about Mozart. Boom. Alright. Got a beat. I use some of Mozart's music to do that beat. Because classical music actually sounds good to a hip hop beat. Just gotta turn it up. Oh. I'll use money. I'll put on my entire glasses and do it. Yo, this one's for the virtual students. Alright, here we go like this. Mozart was a child prodigy. Being great at music was his destiny. At the age of 8, wrote his first symphony. Had a father who taught him everything. Science, math, and music go hand in hand when your dad is a man. Mozart started playing keyboard at the age of 4. Before you even knew it, he was on a world tour. Playing piano and violin for the kings and queens. That's why his music always sounds so happy. Because he was the best. He could write music in all styles. Fast forward just a little while. Mozart grew up by the age of 26. He got married. Dad did not approve of this. He didn't care. He was like, Dad, I am in love with her. Even though they were happy, Mozart had trouble managing his money. Spending it as soon as he got paid. Had so little money, he took nothing to his grave. In the middle of writing his final piece of music, Mozart was sick. He almost made it to 36, but he died by the age of 35. Whoa, this is a short story of Mozart's life. I'm gonna write it on the board, 35 years old, boom. Alright, you gotta write that one down too, okay? If not, whatever. Not whatever, make sure you write that down. Good job, Woody. That's it. This is 7